G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Aussie Investing Machine. Thank you so much for joining me. In this episode, we're going to talk all about Vulcan Energy. Now, most of you will know Vulcan Energy because there was a lot of publicity about this company a couple of months ago. Since then, the company's share price has taken a massive hit during the big ASX tech sell-off. From that low point of around $5, you could have got yourself a real bargain with Vulcan Energy. The price is back up around that $8 mark, and it's well on its way to its all-time high of $9. So in this episode, I wanted to cover just why Vulcan share price has risen again and is outperforming many of the tech stocks we've seen that suffered during that crash. I think the main reasons for their share price recovery is due to some recent news. So let's go over a few of those news items. The first and most recent news out of the company is regarding their technical team. They're looking to double the size of their technical team through the acquisition of a German geothermal science company. This company is called GeoCo. GeoCo has a lot of experience in geothermal projects, both in Germany and also worldwide. Now we know that part of Vulcan's strategy is to harness geothermal energy in order to produce lithium. With this acquisition, Vulcan says it will have an unparalleled geothermal development team working towards its zero carbon lithium strategy. So that's one piece of news which has helped to boost the company's share price. Let's move on to the second. The second bit of news is the spin-off of its Scandinavian non-lithium batteries project. This collection of projects that aren't focusing on lithium batteries will be formed into a new company. This will allow Vulcan to fully focus on developing its zero carbon lithium strategy in Germany. Ultimately, this makes Vulcan a more streamlined company focusing on its one major goal, which we all know is to produce lithium essentially carbon free. It is worth noting that Vulcan will retain a stake in this company once it's been spun off. I think investors like this news because they saw that focus on their main project, which has generated so much investor attention. We all know if a company has its resources spread too thin, it's less likely to achieve its major goals. And finally, the third bit of news I wanted to touch on, which I personally think is the most exciting bit of news, is their pilot development manufacturing plant in Germany. Now, the technical name for it is the direct lithium extraction plant. And this is essentially a proof of concept of the company's technology. The plant will process geothermal brine in the Upper Rhine region of Germany. In this region, the company will pump the hot brine to the surface and then use renewable energy in order to extract the lithium from the brine. What's amazing is that they're actually forecasting that the carbon footprint from this process could actually be negative. That is, that there's absolutely zero environmental impact. In fact, it might actually have a positive environmental impact from extracting resources from the ground. This is pretty remarkable, and it's definitely something that I think will catch the attention of even more investors. I also think this will be exciting for people who will be using the lithium that they extract, and that includes battery manufacturers, but also car manufacturers who might be looking to reduce the embodied energy that exists in their cars. We all know the downside of electric cars is that they do have a high embodied energy, and a lot of this embodied energy comes from the battery system. So an opportunity for manufacturers to reduce their carbon footprint would be to source lithium from a project like the one that Vulcan is about to start running. In 2021, the Vulcan share price has already risen 151%, and this trend looks set to continue. I'd love to know what your take on Vulcan is. Please leave me a comment below. I'd love to know what you think. Maybe you're an investor from a couple of months back. Maybe you're thinking about jumping in now. I'm personally sitting on the fence at the moment, waiting for another good entry point. Anyway, that's all from me for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. That's all from me. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.